Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 11 through 17. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to check in here, my darlings, and see what is going on for the Gemini collective in the week ahead. If you stumble upon this video outside of the dates I mentioned, don't you worry. You found it when you were meant to find it. These are general readings for the collective. So take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that don't. Alrighty, my dear Gemini friends. I feel like we need one more good shuffle here. One more good shuffle. Alright, let's get right on into it. So the first card that's coming up for you guys, Gemini, is the Ten of Wands. Okay? Ten of Wands can come in a couple of different ways. It can let us know that the time for something is completed. We've mission accomplished, right? We've done something that we were supposed to do. If you're feeling really stressed out about a situation and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this person. I don't know what to do with this situation. I don't know what language I need to tell them in. I don't know how I need to tell them. I don't know what I have to do to make them understand. If you're in that kind of a situation, Ten of Wands comes up to basically say, look, everything that can be done about the situation, you've done it. Every approach there is to take, you've taken it. There's nothing new that you can do or that you can try. You've exhausted all possibilities. And the Ten of Wands now, it's so heavy on your back. It's bringing you down. It's weakening you physically even, or maybe even like weakening your immune system, or just dragging you down and making you feel very drained. And so in situations like that, Ten of Wands is saying you need to let the burden go. You need to put the burden down. It's not yours to carry. You've done everything that you can to try to fix the situation or to help, and you can't do it by yourself, right? Other people need to pull their weight. Other people need to do their end of things, and if they aren't, you can't carry it on your own. So the Ten of Wands comes up to say it's okay to put the burden down and to not feel like you have to fix everything. To feel like you have to keep figuring out a solution because all of your ideas aren't working. Okay? Time to take this pressure off your back and let yourself go in an easier direction. Ten of Wands in a work situation can also mean that we're being very overworked and we're putting way too much on our shoulders, like we're trying to get to everything. And I know especially right now a lot of people are concerned about job security, so sometimes we get into this attitude where we're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna show them that I'm a team player. I'm gonna show them that I'm not afraid to do all these different jobs and I'm willing to learn. We want to keep that stuff in check, right? We want to be within balance, because otherwise what ends up happening is we can end up being the person that everyone is dumping everything on, or they start getting lazy because they think, oh, Gemini will catch the mistake. Gemini's smart. Gemini will figure it out. Gemini will get it done. Like, people see how hard we're working and they kind of maybe start to slack off. So Ten of Wands comes up to say, don't be afraid to delegate things, right? If it falls into somebody else's responsibility, don't be afraid to say, oh, hey, this is like for your department, or this is, I was wondering if you saw this. Somehow it ended up on my desk, So the Ten of Wands can mean don't take everything on to the point where you're just so buried and so overwhelmed, because your body will just say, I quit, if you keep pushing yourself that hard. Right? We get the aches and pains, or we come down with the flu, or we come down with like some kind of something with our nerves, right? Or our back goes out and our body is just like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So listen to your body. Listen to your body and don't take on unnecessary stress. And the things that are stressing you out, see who those belong to. You're carrying things that don't belong to you. Your next card here, Gemini, is the Seven of Wands. Okay? And the Seven of Wands can come up when we're making a lot of changes about ourselves, or we're working on ourselves, or we're working towards something, and we're like, I want to hurry it along. Like, I want it to happen faster. Seven of Wands says you're doing the right things. You just have to be careful, and you have to be cautious of people around you that are coming up as distractions. They maybe are planting seeds of doubt in your head, or they may be speaking negatively of you. Some of you are carrying a lot on your back trying to prove yourself, and you still have coworkers or people that are speaking negatively about you. Seven of Wands can come up anytime somebody wants to kind of bring you down a couple of notches, or they think they're going to cut you down to size. Usually it's because they feel threatened by what you're doing. You're shining, as far as they're concerned, you're shining a little too bright, and it's making them uncomfortable. And they just want you to cut it out. They just want you to stop. And so they might start slinging that mud, trying to get your attention, trying to get you upset, trying to get you angry, trying to pull you into their negativity or into some kind of an argument. And the second that you get your feelings hurt, or the second that you get angry and you react, they're like, oh, see, look, I told you Gemini had a temper. I told you Gemini was overly sensitive. I told you Gemini wasn't professional, right? Like, they do all this stuff to like instigate this situation so they can say, everybody look, everybody look, everybody look. See, I'm not like that. I'm the good one, right? Or, oh, Gemini yelled at me. I can't believe Gemini was so mean to me. Meanwhile, they've been poking you the whole time. So the Seven of Wands comes up to say, don't fall for it. Stay focused on what you're doing. Some of you are going through really big changes right now, and you may have family or friends around you that are discouraging you from your goals. Not because they're hating on you, but their thinking is very limited. Like, all they've known is that life has been hard. And they're looking at the world right now and they're like, you know, there's so much bad news. There's so many bad things happening. Life is so hard. So many people are struggling. And they just have this mindset that positive change or coming out of it is impossible. And they see you working real hard, and they genuinely are scared that you're going to get hurt, that you're going to get disappointed. They don't think it's possible. They just don't think it's possible for anybody. They think in their life there's no use for them to try, that everything is hopeless, and they start discouraging you. And that discourages you because then you think, oh, I guess they don't think that I have what it takes. I guess they can't see me being successful or getting out of this situation or getting my independence. I guess that means I'm not the kind of person that can succeed at this kind of stuff. That's not what it means. It's not that they don't see you as the kind of person who has what it takes. They don't think it's possible for anybody. They just have a very negative view of life. And so they're discouraging you, sadly enough, coming from a good intention of trying to protect you. That's the hardest, right? Because you're like, wow, they don't believe in me. They don't have any faith. They don't have any faith in themselves. So when this starts happening, they're going to start like telling you and discouraging you. It's okay, Gemini, for you to just say, you know what? I really appreciate that you care about me so much, that you want to protect me, that you're looking out for me. And I'll remember that. And I thank you for that. And I'll think about it. You brought some good points to me. I'll think about it. And just leave it at that. And just keep doing what you're doing. Keep going with your plan. Don't stop to try to convince them or to wake them up or to help them see past their limited beliefs or to argue or to defend yourself. Just diffuse it. You know what? Thanks. I'll think about that. I'll think about that. Thank you. And just in one ear and out the other. You don't even hold on to it. But that diffuses the situation, right? So don't feel like you have to stop and reason and convince. It's just going to slow you down. Don't get pulled into the lower energy. Stay on your path. The next card coming up here, Gemini, is the Six of Pentacles. And this is a really promising card. Pentacles are representative of energy. So this can be happening energetically in your life, but they also, because money is a physical manifestation of energy spent, the pentacle cards are seen as career or money cards. Okay, overall though, it's energy. And for some of you, the Six of Pentacles is coming in 2 parts, and I'll explain. Financially, Six of Pentacles can be there's some kind of help coming your way. You may be getting some kind of compensation. You may have filed for some kind of grant, or some kind of inheritance could be coming your way. Some kind, like a windfall of money can be coming your way, a windfall of generosity. Somebody may be telling you, hey, Gemini, I got a whole new fresh start out here. It's great. You're going to love it. Why don't you come stay with me for a while? Check it out. Figure it out. Somebody might even be opening their home to you and being very generous and giving you a place to like restructure your life and figure out what you want to do. And even in those instances, say this is somebody that you really trust and they have your back. It's like a good friend or a relative. If you're in that situation, still get the terms down clearly before you get there, because they might say, oh yeah, it'll be great to have you because you can stay and you can help me out with the kids here and there, or you can help me out around the house, and you can it'll be like a little vacation for you. But okay, what does that mean? Like, in what capacity do you want me to help around the house? Is it going to be around the clock? Are there going to be times that I can have devoted to something else? Like, what are we talking here? Don't be afraid to ask for clarifications. That way there's not expectation versus reality and the boundaries are clear. But some of you may have somebody like offering you and opening their home, or if you're married, your spouse might say, you know what, this job is bringing out the worst in you. Why don't you go ahead and quit and figure out what you want to do? And that's fine. I don't want you to be stressed out. I feel like it's making you sick. You may have a situation like that as well. It could just be within like your home, somebody stepping up and wanting to help you. Ideally, though, we know where we're headed with the Six of Pentacles, because the Six of Pentacles is the ideal situation. You're going to find yourself in the future where you don't have any debts. Debts are paid off if that's something you've been stressed about. Money continues to come in. You're able to continue to put it aside and save for the future. But you're also able to enjoy life and to do things for yourself and treat yourself and pay it forward and be generous and help other people when you feel moved to do so. So it's this being in the flow of the give and take. So you may be receiving that generosity energetically. Okay, and you may be getting in the flow energetically where maybe the money isn't coming in just yet, but what you have is coming to you. Like, oh my gosh, I really needed new shoes, and somehow new shoes are getting to you. Or I really needed a bus pass, and somehow a bus pass is manifesting. So, or it could be just generosity from other people. I know that can be frustrating, Gemini, because you might be like, well, I want to be able to do it myself. I don't want to be, depending on the kindness of people. If you feel like you're stuck in that situation and you can't get out of it, the universe is trying to teach you that you're a child of the universe and that you deserve to receive. That it's your God-given birthright. Okay? You deserve to receive. So receive the generosity from the universe. God is taking care of you. The universe is taking care of you. And that you deserve it. You're worthy of it. That it doesn't make you weak or any less than anybody else. And once we learn that lesson, things start to shift. And we can come into where we're the one, where we're being generous and we're helping other people with the abundance that we have coming in. Your next card coming up here for you guys, Gemini, is the Empress. And this can be feminine Libra or Taurus energy. If you have Libra or Taurus placements, there could be really big changes happening for you in those areas of your life. Overall, Okay? The Empress, or I should say this, the major arcana cards come up anytime we're coming into a new chapter, a significant change, a significant crossroads. Okay? So the Empress is going to be about that high level feminine energy. It's also symbolic of things like fertility. So maybe some of you are thinking about, having a child or expanding a family. Some of you may be stepping in as a role, as like a mother figure or mentor for a younger person in your life. And this is giving you a chance to maybe heal things within yourself from your own maternal figures. There could be that kind of thing happening. Also, the Empress can be a deceased matriarch. Like it could be a deceased mother or mother figure or grandmother that's coming in from the other side, or ancestors from your mother's side coming in with messages, trying to help you and guide you through the crossroads that you're coming upon. Okay, this is divine feminine energy and embracing the divine feminine energy. And so even though I'm reading for the week of the 11th through the 17th, the fact that it's a major arcana card tells us that this is something that's going to be going on for longer than a week. Okay, for some of you, you may be really re-examining the way that you view feminine energy. What it is to be a woman, or what it is to be feminine. How is that defined? You're coming into divine feminine energy and you're attracting divine feminine energy into your life. And something about this card makes me feel like you're beginning to command more respect. You're beginning to command more respect. If you're a masculine energy, you may have had issues where you dealt with feminine energies that were disrespectful to you, or highly critical, or highly clingy, or highly needy. And now you are calling into your life feminine energies that are very high caliber, that are that divine feminine, that are not critical, that are not clingy, that are not, leeching off of you. If you are feminine, you are getting a better sense and a feel of what that means and how to feel empowered with it. You might be in a work environment that's very, very difficult or very challenging, and you might feel like, as a feminine person or feminine energy, your only options are either to fool around with the rest of the staff and hoe it up to be given special treatment, or come in like a battle axe and come in like no nonsense and be the hard ass that nobody likes, just so that they don't mess with you and they respect you. Neither one is fun necessarily, but a lot of the times we can feel that way. Those of us who are, feminine, who are female or feminine, may feel this way. We may feel like we're getting picked on, or we're getting pressured to be a certain kind of way. And this is understanding, coming into that divine feminine, that this is how I'm putting my feminine energy forward as a beautiful, feminine, creative, but respectable, powerful person. You may be finding that balance as well. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate for you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Some people have been very kind in reaching out and asking about how to send a tip or a donation for the videos. You can do that through PayPal. My email address on PayPal to send donations is angellight@gmail.com. I'll have that in the description. And if anybody wants to check out love and romance videos for October, those are linked in the description as well. Thanks for watching, Gemini. Be well, my dears.